How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. From some fascinating footage taken at the Gettysburg battlefield to a possible glimpse of one of the horsemen of the apocalypse. Today we're looking at some eerie videos that can't quite be explained. But as always, before we dive in, remember to hit that subscribe button for more awesome creepy content just like this.
Among the uproar of Arab Spring, startling footage emerged that seemed to show a horseman of the apocalypse. During the Egyptian Revolution of 2011, mass protests took place in Tahrir Square. Thousands marched the streets to fight against, among many things, police brutality, corruption, and a lack of political freedom. During the demonstration, an MSNBC camera was broadcasting live to the United States. In the feed, you can see a mysterious yellow figure. It looks to be someone riding a horse. It's translucent and has a wavy quality to it. The entity glides along, then dissipates into thin air. When the footage aired, it caused quite a stir around the world. Viewers were at a loss to explain what was happening. There are several theories that try to explain the mysterious yellow horse rider. The most prominent theory suggests that it's one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse. Given the surrounding social upheaval that was taking place during the Arab Spring, many thought the figure was one of the harbingers of doom as prophesied in the last book of the New Testament. Revelation 6:8. I looked, and behold an ashen horse, and he who sat on it had the name Death, and Hades was following with him. Authority was given to them over a fourth of the earth, to kill with sword, and with famine, and with pestilence, and by the wild beasts of the earth. Another theory suggests that it could be the spirit of an ancient Egyptian warrior that was summoned by the violence and uproar of the protests. Some thought it was an angel sent to bring peace to the demonstrations, while others thought the opposite, and believed the figure to be a demon arisen to cause anarchy on the streets of Cairo. Of course, more level-headed viewers suggested that it was a glitch in the camera or an overlapping of concurrent feeds. So what do you think? Was it simply a glitch or a prophecy coming to fruition? Love to hear your opinions on this one in the comment section below. This chilling video was uploaded to the YouTube channel Tommy Wells in 2011. The uploader claims it's just one example of the supernatural events that happen in their home. The video was taken during a family gathering for a birthday. Several young girls are crowded around a birthday cake as friends and family watch on. Everything seems perfectly normal until the kitchen tap inexplicably turns itself on.
You got for your birthday?
Oh my God, Tommy, it's gonna start again. Oh my God, damn.
It ain't gonna mess everything up.
It's gonna mess this up for everybody now.
The camera holder is clearly freaked out as they announce that this stuff is starting again. The young girls become frightened and are not sure what's happening. Soon after, one of the cupboards flies open. Several of the drawers begin opening and closing on their own. One falls to the ground. The children run for safety in a panic. While the adults struggle to explain what exactly is going on, the video abruptly ends. It's interesting to note that while this video is hosted on Tommy Wells' channel, the video was originally posted to a channel called Jerry Wells 1. Jerry Wells' channel used to document the haunting of a family in Tennessee. The videos spanned several years, logging everything from paranormal activity in the house to apparent demonic hauntings as well as Ouija board seances. They managed to film a lot of interesting events. However, for some mysterious reason, all the videos on Jerry Wells' channel have been deleted. No one knows why. The deleted content has sparked rumors that the family became overwhelmed by demonic forces and either went into hiding or were murdered. All that remains of the documented haunting are 4 videos on the Tommy Wells channel. Could this family really have succumbed to some kind of demonic entity, or is it all just a well-executed hoax? This old clip is widely considered to be one of the most compelling pieces of evidence of an afterlife. In 2001, Tom Underwood was visiting the Gettysburg battlefield when he began to notice something strange moving in the nearby trees, right off an area known as Triangular Field. In the video, you can see grey, transparent objects floating in and out of sight. It even looks like the objects are moving in a line to the right. Some have likened the movement to soldiers marching in formation. Gettysburg has long thought to be haunted. Thousands of soldiers died in the area during the American Civil War. Union and Confederate forces clashed in bloody warfare. Some paranormal researchers believe that the events that took place in 1863 may have left a permanent mark. The ghosts of fallen soldiers may be forced to eternally wander their former battleground. For years, ghost hunters have been documenting their findings in the area, and this footage is considered some of the best ever taken. In 2009, this video went viral, causing millions of people to speculate whether some kind of alien creature was really inhabiting this sewer. While workers were performing a routine inspection of this sewage system in North Carolina, they stumbled upon a truly unnerving sight. As a snake cam moves along a series of interconnected tunnels in the city's mains network, it happens upon a strange pulsating mass. It looks like something out of a science fiction movie as the glossy mound twitches and quivers. Moments later, the camera moves along a different section of piping and finds another throbbing lump of strange red goo. When the footage was released, thousands of people said the sewers of North Carolina had been infested by some kind of alien creature. Others thought it looked like a gestating monster, readying to birth some kind of unknown terror on this world. City officials released a statement claiming that the sighting was nothing more than a cluster of tubifex worms. Tubifex worms, or sludge worms as they're sometimes known, can be found in rivers and lakes throughout North America. They typically live in sediment-rich, watery environments and can endure harsh conditions most other species cannot. Conspiracy theorists don't buy the public announcement, claiming it's a convenient cover-up for what they believe is clear evidence of an alien infestation in North Carolina. This startling footage was filmed in the early 90s by Steve Lee. It's hard to track down the original, but this clip was uploaded to the YouTube channel Phenomenine in 2010. It appears to show a bizarre ghostly orb floating in front of a security camera. In 1991, couple Stephen and Beth Lee moved to what they thought was going to be their dream home in Black Forest, Colorado. Shortly after moving into the picturesque two-story log cabin home with their two young sons, some very strange events began to unfold. Just a few days after moving in, the two boys began noticing strange lights in their bedrooms, bizarre flashes and floating orbs. Soon, Mr. and Mrs. Lee also saw the phenomenon in their own master bedroom. In the weeks that followed, a paranormal storm of activity took place in their house. Rattling chains could be heard at night time, disembodied whispers and footsteps were a routine occurrence. Objects would often move on their own, furniture displaced, plates smashed in the kitchen. Orchestral music was heard filling the downstairs parlour one still evening. Strangest of all, a sharp chemical smell would often appear out of nowhere. So pungent was the odour that it would burn the eyes and nose of anyone nearby. Lee initially thought the strange happenings were the works of pranksters, intent on driving the family out of the quiet backwater town. He eventually installed state-of-the-art security systems to try and catch the vandals in the act. Lee's security cameras would go on to catch a plethora of strange phenomena, which convinced him that his house was haunted. This video here shows strange shapes floating through the air. Orbs of light streak through the night air, leaving a strange glowing effect in their wake. The most striking of all is the last object captured. It looks to be quite solid and moves in an erratic motion. Some viewers have noted that the object almost looks like a tropical fish superimposed over the top, with special effects to make it look eerie. The way it moves does indeed look like the motion of a fish. This has led some people to believe it's a hoax. Despite the critics, Lee became convinced that his house was infested with spirits. This photo was taken in one of the bedrooms of the Black Forest home. In the reflection of the mirror, you can see two eerie faces glaring back at the camera. They have sinister glowing eyes fixed in sunken black sockets. There's a menacing expression on their faces, yet at the same time they look distant and lifeless. This image has been analysed hundreds of times, yet over and over again experts are left scratching their heads, unable to explain the photograph. So what do you think? Are the Lee family telling the truth? Is this log cabin deep in the Colorado wilderness truly haunted by something not of this world? Before we get to that number one spot and take a look at a truly heart-rending video taken at a funeral, remember to hit that subscribe button and turn on channel notifications. That way you'll be up to date with all our latest videos. Does this eerie video show the spirit of a dead boy comforting his mother at a wake? In this startling video, which was posted to Facebook in early 2016, you can see a white balloon float eerily across the room at a funeral. It moves from the coffin to the grieving mother in a strangely precise way. The crying mother, Joy Ganda Vibar Elmares, takes the balloon as a sign from her son and begins to make a hugging motion. The white balloon continues to act strangely around the distressed mother. It floats up and down beside her as she appears to take comfort in the event. The family, who are attending the funeral of 7-year-old Trebi, believe the balloon was his way of saying goodbye. The clip quickly went viral, racking up millions of views. Thousands of comments streamed in from viewers who believed that the balloon's movement was a sign from the deceased boy. Others, however, thought that wind and static caused the erratic movement. It's a touching video whatever way you look at it. If the balloon gave even just a brief moment of comfort to the grieving mother, then it doesn't really matter what caused it. I'll throw this one out to you. What do you think caused the balloon to move at this funeral? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below.
If you want some more scary clips just like this, then check out that video on the top there. Otherwise, there's a creepy playlist there full of all sorts of weird stuff. Leave us a comment down below or hit that thumbs up button if you've been enjoying our content. And that's it for me. I'll see you all next time.